Good morning from the captain's chair and welcome to week 7 of the van build. Things are really rolling along right now. This week I'm tackling the cabinets, putting together my couch, and finishing the shiplap on the walls. So let's get going. Okay, here is the rundown, the game plan for the week before I get started. I've got the electrical system all done. I have the bed and consequently the garage all framed out. That looks really nice. This week I'm moving forward in the van and I need to put in my cabinets. I don't want to build cabinets myself. I'm not a carpenter. I hit up IKEA because they have the modular cabinets, and what I like best is they have cabinets that are only 15 inches deep. So that's really going to work for the dimensions that I have back there. I got a double door cabinet that's going to be used for my sink. Next week, I'm going to cut the hole in the countertop, put the sink in, and install my pump and my fresh and wastewater tanks. Right next to that, I have 2 big drawers that I'm going to use primarily for clothing and as a pantry. On top of that, in between the battery cubby and my big cabinet, I have a 4-drawer little cubby. And then on the other side, I have a couple more drawers for some clothes and for some electronics. The true drawer cubby is going to be built into the couch, and the couch is also going to hold my refrigerator. So this is going to be a good space-saving design. I'm going to have the door fold out and the fridge pull out from inside the couch for when I don't need it. This week is going to be putting together these cabinets and then installing them into the van so they don't shake loose while I'm on the road. And then I will be pretty close to finishing this thing out. So like I said, it's week 7. I have 2 weeks left before I hit the road. I need to finish out the front of the van and then put my kitchen in. So anyway, here's the time lapse. Get to work! Alright, first things first, I had a couple of warped shiplap boards. So I put some liquid nails on the back of the warped parts and just used a shower rod to push the boards against the wall. Left that for about 24 hours and it worked pretty well. It kept the board straight and it's looking nice back there. You can see me now. I am just unpacking all of the boxes from IKEA and trying to get organized with all those different parts. It took a couple of days to get all those cabinets together, but it was a lot easier doing the IKEA option than trying to build out custom furniture. That beautiful little battery cubby I have there, that took a whole day just to make a cubby. So I figured, might as well go with the modular cabinets from IKEA for the main storage. I'm pretty happy with the way they turned out. A couple of reasons. I liked IKEA. Relatively inexpensive. I think I only spent maybe $800-900 at IKEA, and given that makes up most of my kitchen and living room, that's fairly inexpensive. The cabinets went together pretty easily. They look nice. They look sharp. It's all uniform, and they came in that 15-inch deep version, which was a big help and a big space saver. When I was looking around at kitchen cabinets, they were all about 24 inches deep, and that really left me no room to walk in my galley in the van. So the little thin 15 inchers really did the trick there. The cabinets, the double door cabinets, I'm using to hold all my plumbing, and I'm going to put my sink in there. And then I have a couple of big drawers that I'm going to use for my pantry. I'm going to have clothes up front. The bulk of the clothes I figure I'll just leave in the garage in a suitcase and whatnot. Okay, once I got the cabinets built, I had to secure them in the van. So first I secured some 2x4s with some sheet metal screws into the floor of the van. Then hung the rack into the wall of the van. Then I drilled the cabinets down into the studs and onto the wall. That has secured them pretty well. As you can see here, I'm putting the studs down for my couch / refrigerator. So those tracks there are just drawer tracks that I bought off Amazon. And I propped them up a little bit with some 1x3s and mounted them to those 1x3s to make the track.
Good morning. Back again. Sitting on the bed. Finally get that installed. We are coming along with the van build. The really last stretch here. I got a bunch of finishing work to do. Starting to get my cabinets installed. Shout out IKEA. Building my couch and refrigerator holder today. So things are starting to come together. Notice with the van that once you put a little furniture in, it takes up a lot of space. Today I'm going to spackle the ceiling, close up all the gaps, and try to finish the bed area. So that's totally done. Then build out the couch and install the rest of the furniture. And once that's done, it's just a little painting, a little flooring, and I will be hitting the road. They like them lights. Woo! Pretty good. Anyway, I gotta get to work.
Now, I was just kind of winging it with the couch. I didn't have much of a design there. I have a 2-drawer cubby for clothes and electrical equipment down on the end by the bed, and then enough room for my Dometic refrigerator. Ran the wires to my battery, to my fridge, and then I just framed it up. Same method, studs drilled into the floor, pocket screws for the vertical members, and then some studs across the top to tie it in. Drilled those drawer slides at the bottom, built a little track for it to go back and forth, covered it with 1x3s, and called that a couch. Alright, back to the kitchen. After I secured the cabinets, I had to figure out how to put the countertop on. So that is actually a stainless steel shelf that I found that happened to be 60 inches by 15 inches, which was the exact dimension of the two cabinets. So I secured some 2x4s to the top of the cabinets and then glued the stainless steel shelf on top, and it came out really well. I'm very happy with the way my countertop turned out. Next week I gotta punch a hole in it and put the sink in. Right here I'm just finishing up the rest of the shiplap. So I only ran it to the front of the door there and just had the little pieces. Again, putting some liquid nails on the back and then using finishing nails on the inner lip, trying to line it up best I can. A couple of those warp boards, you know, that makes it a little bit challenging. If I were to do this again, I think I would probably pick some straighter boards, spend a little more time doing that. That's a good shot inside the couch right there. You can see the refrigerator is fitting just right inside the couch. And I just covered the front of it with some more shiplap to kind of tie that in there. And then I had the drawers on the other side. I really like it. It's working out well. The fridge opens up across the front of the sliding door. And that's nice because I don't need to use the sliding door when I'm using the fridge. So it's a good little hideaway for it, for that fridge. Shiplap's a little bit tedious to put on. Really tried to take my time, get them nice and straight, but it looks good. I'm really happy with the way it turned out, and it makes it look pretty homey. I gotta find a couple of couch cushions that meet my dimensions, but might go pop over to Target and take a look at that. And there is the finished countertop. That looks nice. I have one more set of drawers that I'm installing here. It fits perfectly between my cubby. I secured it to the top of the countertop with a couple of 2x4 cleats, and then secured it in the back to the wall.
I am amped. I got a lot of stuff done this week. It's amazing how the van transforms once you get some cabinets and build your furniture. Thank you for sticking with me, and thank you for joining me in this episode. If you've missed any of the build so far, be sure to check out the playlist. I have all the steps from the beginning. Please join me next week. I'll be finishing my kitchen and putting the final touches on John Claude. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, hit that bell so you get notifications. I'm Joey Tuna, and this has been How to Build a Tiny Home on Wheels. Until next week, signing off.